open so many things to people, whatever that they're looking for. With their ego, Dajjal is going to lift and he's going to open. People who are in tarikats now, for what? Egoistic reasons. Again, they're joining the tarikat, following a shaykh, not to become a servant, but thinking he's become a master. How is that person thinking he become a master? Being in tarikat and thinking, I'm so spiritual, I'm a saint. I'm already a saint. That's why they choose me. I'm a saint, I'm very spiritual. Who enters into tarikat thinking, I'm sick, I'm really sick and I need help. That's why I'm following a shaykh, to get that help. How many they are thinking, I joined tarikat because I'm so spiritual. And I'm going to get something and they're going to open my reality and I'm going to be that one whole world is going to know. How many? Sit down. Sit down. Yeah, here. So, inshallah, this Eid al-Adha is coming. Zulhijjah is entering, inshallah. Is it entering? When is it entering, Shaykh? It's already entered.
Question.
It's already entered? Really? When it's saying it's already entered? Today? Okay, let me see who else. Ah, is it? It's the time for itikaf. When is it entering? Zulhijjah. Do you know? Monday or Tuesday? Hamster. When is it entering for yourself? Don't just sit there smiling. 24 hours smiling. You ain't smiling. If you're not smiling, you're giving orders this one. Hey, give orders. Knock you wall to wall. When is Zulhijjah entering? Monday or Tuesday. Okay. What happened, Uncle? Shaykh Bhai, you're following Pakistan style?
Monday.
Monday or Tuesday. Inshallah, if Allah gives us that life, we will live to see the new month coming. Who knows what is opening with that? Don't you see every day so many things are happening to this world? So many days. New things. People have different plans, different ideas. But Allah and His Prophet and Awliya Allah and our Shaykh has plans for us. And their plans will always work. And their plans are the best. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, I've created man. We have created man in ahsani taqweem, the most perfect form. And we're sent down to asfal as-safilin. But what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has planned for us, it's not hellfire. It is for us to go back to our original home. And that original home is the paradise, the highest level. If we are following the will of Allah and His Prophet, definitely we'll find our way back there. If not, we're being ignorant and arrogant, then the ignorance and that arrogance can only be cleaned by the fire. If we're not cleaning up when we're alive, if we're not taking care of it when we are living, if we're not taking care of it and finding a doctor of the heart, Talib al-Qulub, our Shaykh, to clean that from our heart, then they're going to clean us very hard in the grave. If that is not enough, the judgment day. If that is not enough, then the fire is waiting for us and disaster is ahead. May Allah protect us from that. So people who are following tariqat, they are only doing according to the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His Prophet. Because Shaykh Effendi Hazrat Dari, may Allah raise his station higher and higher, and His protection beyond all of us, dunya and akhirat. May our submission and our love increase for him. May his support increase for us. And Shaykh Effendi, he said so many things to us. And now we're sitting down and we're thinking, if only we heard it more. If only we had taken out more time to sit down and to spend more time with him. We're understanding the value. We're understanding more and more the value of that Shaykh. And we are hoping and wishing, inshallah, he is going to come back soon. He is going to come back. We have to be ready for that. So man has been created in Ahsani Taqwim. And we're sent down to the Asfal Safilin. The cleaning has to be done here. Otherwise, it's going to take a long time and very hardly in the grave and in the hereafter. Our Shaykh is saying, Quran al-Karim is saying, that for every one of you, we've given a shariat and a tariqah, a law and a way. A law and a way. And our law is the Shariatullah. But in these days, everyone is claiming Shariat too. Everyone is claiming we have the law. Everyone who is reading a couple of ayats, a couple of hadiths, and they have thousands of friends on Facebook, friends, and they have a blog, and they have a couple of thousand hits. They're saying, now I'm a scholar. Now I'm going to make fatwa. Now I'm going to come up with my own laws. I'm going to pass my own fatwas. I'm going to declare my own shariat. I'm going to declare my own way. Yes. Especially these fake scholars of the 21st century. They are all claiming that the doors of ijtihad has to open. The worst century with no khalifa, with no shariat, awliya Allah, they're pulling themselves back. This is the perfect time, they say, to open a new way. Yes, of course, ijtihad will be open. But it's not the ijtihad according to the will of Allah. It's the ijtihad according to the will of your ego, of nafs, of shaitan. Because now if you see, Muslims have splintered into so many different groups. Inside a group, they splinter to so many different subgroups. And everyone is claiming they are right. And everyone saying, but we have to declare unity. And their idea of unity is everyone can be really different and opposed and fighting with each other, but let's just say that we are brothers. Unity does not mean anything if it's not under La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah. And people can say that too. Wahhabis declaring the shahadat, no? The Shia, they're also saying that. Every Muslim group, they're saying the shahadat too. Yes. They're saying the shahadat. They're claiming to have the shahadat. But is this something that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made open? Something that Holy Prophet ﷺ is covering, is hidden? Or is something that he also declared openly? Islam is going to be divided into 73 different groups. Only one of them is following Siratul Mustaqim, and 72 of them, they're going to the wrong direction, wrong side. Now there are thousands and hundreds of thousands of groups. We have so many different kinds of Muslims, isn't it? We have feminist Muslims. We have communist Muslims. We have nationalist Muslims. We have, what other Muslims are there? Secular Muslims. We have so many different kinds of Muslims. And every Muslim is saying that we are saying the Shahadat, and it is correct. But Holy Prophet ﷺ did not leave that open. Because when they asked him, which group is that, Ya Rasulullah? And he said, those who follow my sunnat and the sunnat of my sahabis. Ahli sunnat wal jama'at. Ahli sunnat, those who follow the sunnat of the Rasulullah ﷺ, and they are the majority, not minority. Especially those who are saying we have to now open for minority fiqh. minority fiqh. Minority fiqh? No, we are the majority fiqh. Hanafi, majority fiqh. It's enough. All mazhabs is going to fall under the Hanafi mazhab soon anyway. As all tariqat is going to come under Naqshbandi tariqat anyway. All religions is going to come under Islam, isn't it? It has to be one way. Yes, you're going to unite, but you're going to unite under truth. You're not going to unite under batil. You're not going to unite under hypocrisy. You're not going to unite under fear. Now, because the West, they're saying a couple of things, they're putting fear into your hearts. You say, oh, now because they're doing that, we have to come together. Yeah, brothers. And it doesn't matter if you're Ibadi, doesn't matter if you're Hariji, doesn't matter if you're Shi, we have to come together and say that we're all Muslims. And what are you doing? What are you doing that you're coming together? What are you doing? Are you following Rasulullah ﷺ? No. You're still following your ego. Then that kind of unity we don't need. In fact, may we not be united with those ones. Yes, we're declaring ourselves different. Because we are following Prophet ﷺ. Sahabe kiram, tabi'in, tabi'in, awliya Allah, following, never discontinuing, never our own way. Never our own way. Those who are declaring their own ways, they're in big trouble. Soon a slap is going to come to them, definitely. Shaykh Effendi is veiled from this world. Those who have a heart, they're going to see him. And they're going to recognize his power. And they're going to see that more he's getting and more he's sending. Before maybe it was so difficult for us to do something. But now it is easy. Things are open. Ways are open for those who are taking one step. Allah is saying we're taking 10 steps to you. Who is taking the steps? So many taking steps, but backwards. So many saying, now I can relax. So many just sitting, waiting to find some words of fitna to spread here and there, saying, he's talking about us, he's like this, he's like that. But they're not looking, they're not understanding what it is. Those who are breaking away, we're praying they come back to Sirat al-Mustaqim, of course, we are. We're not happy with that situation. But those ones, a big question mark. If their promise was 100% from the beginning, may Allah not test us. May Allah keep us on this way. We are not saying we are better, but we're saying that we are happy that Shaykh Effendi is still holding us in a tight leash. And he held us on a tight leash for years, especially those ones living upstate, as I have to say. I myself didn't consider myself, with sincerity, I didn't consider myself a murid. Murid? That is a very high title. I didn't consider myself really taking bayat with him until I live at the dargah. You live with your shaykh for the past few years. He's sitting, he's praying, he's eating, he's doing everything with us. And he's knocking us wall to wall. And some days he's not even letting us to breathe. And now we understand why is it for. If he did not, he would let us loose. Who knows where would be. The winds, they are blowing very hard and very wild. And if you're not holding on tightly, then you're going to be blown away. Blown to different places, blown to the places where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, do not be in those areas. Go to the areas of safety, be with the salihin, shelter under their domes. But like I said earlier, there are some also, may Allah not include us in that, who enter into tariqat thinking they're already a shaykh, thinking they're already a saint. We enter into tariqat, sincerely we are saying, because we are sick and we want to be cured. We want to find safety. It's not because I'm safety and I want to be a saint, therefore I must find a shaykh to make me a saint. Astaghfirullah. But we're starting to see now. We're starting to see. But no. We have to be very careful for these days. These are the days of darkness. These are the days of sorrow. These are the days of confusion. And if we're not holding them more tightly, to our Shaykh. What does it mean? Everyone is saying, hold tightly to the Shaykh, hold tightly. What does it mean to hold tightly to the Shaykh? A room of 100 people, everyone is going to say something different. What does it mean, hold tightly to the Holy Prophet? Following his sunnah. Following his sunnah not according to your own ego, not according to your own desires, but following the sunnah according to those ones who have left their own egos and they've left a clear way of how to follow that sunnah and putting it into their life. And those are the ones that has been sanctioned, those are the ones who have been blessed, those are the ones who have given authority and permission by the Holy Prophet ﷺ to continue. Otherwise, impossible for them to continue. So following our Shaykh, holding on tightly to him, it means the same thing. We are all weak, yes. You and me and everyone, we are weak. We are weak servants, we are weak murids. But inshallah Rahman, with our Shaykh, we will be the strongest. Because they understand our own weakness too. They understand how weak the murids of the Akhir Zaman they are going to be. Don't be arrogant. Don't start thinking that you are something. Don't start thinking you've reached anywhere. Don't start thinking about maqams. Don't start thinking now, I am a Shaykh, I am a saint. Astaghfirullah. That door of being Shaykh is closed anyway. Years ago it was closed. No more Shaykhs there are going to be. Alhamdulillah. We're very comfortable with that. Because if you're not a Shaykh, so many things are given permission for you to do. If you're a Shaykh, so many things you cannot. You cannot. Shaykh Abdul has already told us one story. Fatiha. What they are saying, that the sins of the saints, they are better than our own good actions. The sins of the saints, they are better than our own good actions, whatever that they do wrong. Of course, American blind and arrogant mind people, they're going to say, oh, you see, even saints, they sin. What is their sin? Let me tell you a story. What is their sin? Yeah. The sin of the saints is because they missed the Hajj. The sin of the saints is because they enter into a bathroom with their right foot accidentally instead of their left. Something that happened to our Shaykh. And he's saying this over and over again. He didn't enter wrong. He entered correctly. But as he was coming out at that time, he was running a restaurant in New York City. And things were getting crazy and busy. And he was coming out. And he came out with his left foot first. As you know, he must come out with that right foot. In these days, don't think that these are small things. These are not small things. This is how you're going to catch a lot of people because they don't know how to enter into a bathroom. If you don't know how to enter into a bathroom, you think you know how to enter into divine presence? Foolish ones. They're saying so many things. They don't even know how to enter. They don't even know how to sit properly. They don't even know how to wash themselves properly. But they can make fatwas. Foolishness. Shaykh Abdul, may Allah raise his maqam higher. He came out. He was in a rush. He came out with his left foot. Usually he says, then we change, we pull it back, we put it. But this time he says, let me just go. He went. As he was renewing his wudu outside, and he's washing his foot. And you know the restaurants, they have cold water and hot water. And the hot water in the restaurant is not like hot water over here at home. They have to have a certain temperature. So he came and he put his foot and he was washing, and by accident his foot touched and pushed the hot water, and the hot boiling water started to wash his feet. And he pulled it back, but it was too late. For weeks he couldn't use his foot properly because he came out. with the wrong foot. So that is their sin. Now compare with our sin. And still we are in mercy because so many wrong things that we do. Are we being punished for it? Are we being punished for it? Be sincere and ask yourself. So many wrong things, so many wrong actions, so many wrong thinkings. Is He still covering for us? So, now you are saying, Ya Rabbi, put your tajalli on me. He puts His tajalli on you, on me. We're going to be wiped out in an instant. But because we are sheltering under the dome of our Shaykh, whatever is going to come is going to be nothing but rahmah. This is not going to give us an excuse, of course, to do anything that we want. But we cannot be arrogant, we cannot be proud, we cannot say, well, so what? Thinking that we don't have to change, we have to. We have to get better and better every day. We have to say, our tomorrow must be better than today. Our today must be better than yesterday, and our tomorrow has to be better than today. If we wake up just with that intention, and go into a sajda and say, Ya Rabbi, my intention today is to be a servant to you. See how your day is going to open and see how things are going to work. That time, yes, you may do mistakes. We all are weak. But there is still someone, something that is carrying you and putting you in safety. Believe me. Try it. Especially now that we are following under our Shaykh, especially now that our Shaykh is thousands and thousands of times more powerful than he was before. We should make more of that connection to Him for us to become better, inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless our grand Shaykh, lift his station higher and higher, grant him a long life and a strong life.
Ameen.
Grant more power and more openings to our Shaykh, and to make us to become more sincere in following Him, to be stronger in following Him, to take out all the wrong ideas and fitna and the sadness and the depression from us, to change that all into ashq, into love. With that love, we can bring this kufar down. Matil Habib, Matil Fatih. Amin. Assalamu alaikum.